Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And KELY News is sponsored by Sahara Motors. Are you ready for all seasons? Well, the Kawasaki Ridge XR Crew Limited HVAC side-by-side keeps cool in the summer, dry in the rain, and warm in the winter. Conquer any trail, creek, or blizzard while staying comfortable the whole way. Check one out today as at Sahara Motors. We're going to have a frontal system roll through, and that is going to bring clouds and a slight chance for some isolated snow showers, but no significant accumulation. Look for today's high around 52. The temperatures drop significantly over the weekend. It was 77 years ago this winter, the world focusing on the Berlin airlift, but a quieter but critical rescue mission unfolding in eastern Nevada. In January of 1949, relentless blizzards buried Elko, Lincoln, and right here in White Pine County under deep snow and brutal cold, stranding thousands of cattle and sheep on the open range. Roads were blocked by drifts up to 15 feet high. Temperatures plunged well below zero, and ranchers were unable to reach their animals before starvation set in. The emergency response became known as Operation Haylift, and with help from Senator Pat McCarran, the Air Force stepped in, flying C-82 flying boxcar aircraft at low altitude to drop hay and feed directly to stranded herds. Local ranchers rode along, guiding pilots to precise drop zones across valleys and mountain ranges. Over 3 weeks, air crews delivered nearly 2,000 tons of livestock feed, saving countless animals and livelihoods. The final drops came in mid-February of 1949 as the weather finally began to ease, marking one of Nevada's most remarkable examples of military and civilian cooperation, remembered 77 years later. The FBI says bomb threats made to 4 northern Nevada high schools yesterday morning were a hoax. The threats included an email claiming a pipe bomb was on the Virginia City High School campus. Multiple law enforcement agencies responded. Bomb-sniffing canines found no explosives. Virginia City High School closed for the day. Other Story County schools opened, but on a delay. Douglas, Carson, and Churchill counties also reported similar threats. Schools evacuated or briefly placed on hold, but no explosives were found. Authorities said there is no known danger. The investigation into who made the threats is ongoing. Ely City Council meets this evening at 5 in the Volunteer Fire Hall on Mill Street. On the agenda tonight, consideration to approve a Class II liquor license for Danny's Place Discount Liquor at the Chevron Station on East Altman Street. Now, in other business, the council will review and potentially approve a professional service agreement for on-call building inspections. They'll also discuss the delayed start date for the city's new building inspector, Chris Flannery. The onboarding has been postponed due to unexpected and serious family health challenges. Additional updates and actions include a report on Porter Group's ongoing work to obtain state and federal funding on behalf of the city, renewal of the state's lease for the former National Guard building on Mill Avenue, and approval to acquire a new dump truck for the Streets Department. Sheriff's Office reporting only 2 incidents on its January 20th blotter. A report of suspicious activity after several individuals seen on the roof of a county facility. Officers investigated, determined there was no ongoing problem. In another case, deputies investigating a reported sex crime. No additional information has been released. That investigation is ongoing. An ethics complaint has been filed against Nevada's Lieutenant Governor Stavros Anthony, alleging he used his official social media account to promote his newly published book for personal financial gain. Our news partners at the Nevada Independent report this morning the complaint claims Anthony promoted the book on an account resembling his official page, linking to the Lieutenant Governor's state website, which would violate state ethics laws. Public officials prohibited from using government resources for personal benefit. Since the complaint was filed, Anthony has changed the account to remove the state website link. His office has not commented. The matter now under review by the Nevada Commission on Ethics, which will determine whether further action is warranted. A Washoe County judge has been temporarily removed from all cases after a court issued a temporary protective order in an alleged stalking case. Court records show a temporary protective order filed against District Judge Bridget Robb on January 12th and granted January 16th by another judge. A hearing scheduled for February 13th to determine whether the order will be extended. Following the ruling, Chief District Judge Egan Walker removed Robb from all active cases and committee assignments. Court officials also confirm an internal investigation is underway. The protective order, a civil matter, does not represent a finding of guilt. No criminal charges filed. Court documents do not detail the specific allegations. Judge Robb has served on the 2nd Judicial District Court for nearly 20 years. The case returns to court next month. House Democrats calling for a federal investigation into a $3.5 million water rights deal tied to Nevada's Thacker Pass lithium mine. Lawmakers say new evidence suggests a top Interior Department official may have failed to disclose financial interests when her family sold water rights to the mining company while she was involved in federal oversight of the project. In a letter to the Interior Department Inspector General, the lawmakers, including Congressman Jared Huff and Congresswoman Maxine Dexter, allege the officials' connections may have influenced the speeding of environmental reviews and raised ethics concerns. The Interior Department dismissed the allegations as unfounded. Thacker Pass mine controversial for years over environmental and water rights issues in northern Nevada. And at 8:20 for Sahara Motors, that's a check of news from the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.